Unemployment has become a critical issue in Ghana, with many graduates struggling to find opportunities. This has led to formation of the Unemployed Graduate Association, highlighting the urgent need for change. But amidst this challenge, a revolutionary initiative is taking shape, aiming to transform education and tackle unemployment head-on. Every year, thousands of graduates enter the job market only to find limited opportunities. The traditional education system, focused heavily on theoretical knowledge, has left many without the practical skills needed to today's job market. According to the Ghana Statistical Service Annual Household Income and Expenditure Survey, in the third quarter of last year, 1.9 million youth aged 15 to 35 in the country are not engaged in education, employment, or training. Among these, females predominant with 1.2 million out of the total, compared to 715,691 males.
This is this group, the need group is termed as idle youth, if you like. A measure of idle youth. So what we are seeing is that this is non-utilized labor of the youth population. So if you look at it socially, we all know the saying that the devil finds work for idle hands. So if we have this proportion of the youth population not engaged in education or employment, then clearly they would want to find something else to do because their potential are not being tapped. So if you look at it from the social point of view, then you are looking at the consequences. That would come given this number. And so then they can be involved in social vices which would not speak well for the country, because yes, they have the energy, they want to find something to do. So they can find themselves in things that are not, if you like, decent, because they want to do anything to make a living. Then on the economic perspective, if again, referring to the SDG Goal 8, decent work and economic growth. So if you have this proportion of the youth whose labor is not being tapped, then obviously they wouldn't be able to contribute to national growth. Talking about the GDP, labor productivity will be low, and so that is why it's important that these ones, either they develop themselves to get the requisite skills or the essential skills needed for them to have employability skills to be able to get into the labor market, so that they can contribute to the economic development of the country, and in particular the GDP. Talking about the labor productivity.
I would like to acknowledge the work that has been done by the Ministry of Education thus far in education. Giant strides has been made to improve the sector with the introduction of STEM and other innovations to make the sector better than it used to be. These are major improvements, and we acknowledge that they've done a lot. Despite this, we still have 1.9 million Ghanaian youths who are unemployed. This number is quite staggering. For it being such a small country, having 1.9 million youths who are unemployed is very alarming. And as such, we have noticed the reason being that there's an overdependence on government for employment. The youth of this country have very little interest in entrepreneurial skills and also in agriculture.
In 2020, the Ghana National Council of Private Schools, NACOPS, decided to take action. They assembled a team of educators and experts to develop a new curriculum, one that emphasizes practical skills and hands-on learning. This was the birth of the talent-based curriculum.
Our goal is to create a curriculum that will equip students with the skills they need to succeed in the real world reducing unemployment and fostering innovation.
Right World Academy, located in Taifa, Accra, was chosen to pilot the talent-based curriculum. For the past year, students have been engaging in variety of practical projects, from inventing chicken incubators to nurturing catfish.
Currently, we are working on a project in partnership with Ghana National Council for Private School on a curriculum known as the talent-based program. And with that, we've been able to develop a couple of programs that is helping the children academically, and it's also broadening their horizon as to the understanding of the activities they are doing in school. Currently, the children have been able to set up first a fish farm where they've raised catfishes, and they have now separated their own parent stock and waiting to set up their own hatchery to hatch more fingerlings for the catfish. Aside that, they used a recycle box incubator to build and also hatch about 3,970 day-old chickens.
Recently, Nana Kwesi Jetia, the National Executive Director of NACOPS, visited Right World Academy to see the progress firsthand. He was impressed by the student ingenuity and dedication.
The curriculum was being given to a school to pilot it, and we went there to see how the pilot outcome has been. In fact, it is very, very interesting and very, very surprising to seeing the students being able to come out with very innovative and practical ideas that are really, really, encouraging to the fact that the curriculum that has been designed is very useful. You could see from the faces of the learners when they are demonstrating their fish farming, when they are demonstrating their incubators and some of the things that they have done. This tells us that learning is really taking a phase.
During the visit, students showcased their projects. They demonstrated how they built chicken incubators and guided the executive director through the catfish nurturing areas, explaining the techniques they used.
We welcome you to Brighton International Academy at Taifa. We are here to show you our fish farming project, our incubator project. My name is Travis Osei. I am in JHS1. I am in the blue class. I would like to introduce my friends to you.
I am Frank Anson Jr. I am JHS2 and I'm 14 years old.
My name is Elijah Sante. I am 12 years old and I'm in grade 6.
My name is Kelvin Okai and I am 11 years old. I am in grade 6.
As you can see, I'm going to list the procedures into making your incubator box. First, you need to cut out the structure of your incubator box for the opening for where you will put your chicks in. So as you can see, this cutout hole is the place where you will put your eggs in. After that, you take your glue gun, which you insert your hot glue sticks into it to glue parts which have openings so that the heat inside the box wouldn't come out. So we start with our wires connecting to the plug and make our hole for the bulb holder and the wires to pass through. So after that, we add our bulb to it. We use heat bulbs so that it can gather heat to the eggs and keep them warm so that they don't become too cold or hot before they spoil or they are dead. So as you can see, we take the wires, we plug them into our plug over here, which we unscrew with the screwdrivers. After that, we connect our tape. We tape around the whole box so that we make it secure that no heat comes out of it. So we mostly give them feed. So once they hatch, they can get something to eat. And we add a little water so that they can drink whilst they are inside. So we mostly turn the eggs during a period of time. From mornings to afternoons, we turn the egg. We mark the egg so that we will show which side we have turned on so that the egg wouldn't be at a particular place for too long. So after they have been hatched, we mostly make a brooder cage, like we use cardboard to make it. Then we craft mats using paper and tape to allow them to walk freely in the brooder cage. So whilst they are in it, they can be nurtured and they'll be grown into their mature size till we put them in their main cage.
Following an engaging demonstration on building chicken incubators, the student who oversee the care of catfish took the stage. They provided a detailed explanation of the specialized techniques and methods they use to ensure the healthy growth and development of the catfish. From the optimal water condition and feeding schedules to the intricate breeding practices, they covered it all, covering valuable insight into their hands-on experience and dedication to aquaculture.
And welcome to Brighton International Academy, where we lay a solid and godly foundation for a brighter future. Today, we are at our fish farm. But before I continue, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Briella Diamond Yamiye Osei. I am 11 years old and I am in JHS.
My name is Makida Esther Alice Asante Banakole, and I am 10 years old. I am in grade 6.
My name is Nanaya Efaria, and I am 10 years of age, and I am in grade 6 also. Working at the Brightwell farm is so fun and interesting.
We started with about 1,000 fingerlings, and we had to raise farms to nurture them into fries before going into adulthood.
At this fish farm, fishes are fishes, which looks like a cat, but not necessarily a cat. It's a fish with whiskers. So we have been able to trade and sell 900 of them, leaving us with less than 20 catfishes. We will be demonstrating and showing one of our catfishes. So we're going to start by opening the outlet. We are opening the outlet to release wastewater from this tank so we can refill it with clean and fresh water for them to drink. We also have a special food we give them. It is round and are good for fishes. We have a duration that we use to feed them. Feed them early in the morning, around 6 to 7. We feed them. And getting to like 3 to 4, we feed them again. And around 8 to 9 o'clock p.m., we feed them. And we don't give them too much water, because if the water is too much, they might die. So the water must be not too small, not too plenty, like average water size. And we shouldn't overfeed them, because when you overfeed them, the water will start smelling and they'll all begin to die. This is one of the catfishes, and as you can see, this one is a female. There are some little eggs coming out from it. They are very slippery and slimy. So when you want to catch them, it takes time and need to be steady. They are 6 months old. If you want to sell this one, it can go for 80 cedis or 70 cedis. This is not the largest one we have. We have some large ones here.
Brightwell Academy's success with the talent-based curriculum is a promising sign for the future of education in Ghana. As more schools adopt this innovative approach, there is hope that unemployment will decrease and a new generation of skilled, confident individuals will emerge. Moreover, the economic benefits of this practical education model are becoming evident. Students equipped with hands-on skills are not only finding jobs more easily, but are also starting their own businesses, contributing to local economics and fostering entrepreneurship.
Oh, kosuyana ye. Nti wamu ba wamu se kosuyana ye. Ebi wo ha obokura na yoke ne yemienu. Ala ne de ne ye. De me taw abonten ebi wo ha wamu de fi bron ebedu na nso aka nti na asai. But we the asam can be any.
Looking at the economic benefits, I would say when they started raising the birds, they've been able to sell a lot of eggs and even sold the birds themselves in order to get the opportunity to also learn fish farming. So I would say the funds they got from selling the birds was able to help them to set up their current fish farm. So economically, it has been of great benefit. The school was able to also get some eggs and also some fishes to feed the children. So far I would say economically it has been a very good experiment and it has been a wonderful program.
We are pleading with them to help us to continue with our practical works, not only the theory side of school curriculum, but we need to also be practical. You learn the theory, then you apply it practically. So when you grow up, like you are done with school, you don't need to go and write an application letter, wait for the government to give you a job. You can just use a practical aspect to make your own fish pond. Then your business can start blooming.
That's why the talent-based curriculum is so important, because what it does is it solves the problem of the youth having a lack of interest in the agricultural sector.
And we are very happy that NACOPS is leading this opportunity. Do not be late. Join the vehicle and join the train as we are poised to change education in Ghana. Thank you very much.
Revolutionizing education through practical hands-on learning, the talent-based curriculum is paving the way for brighter future in Ghana. It is a testament to the power of innovation and potential within every student. The economic gains seen from this approach further underscore its importance, promising prosperity for individuals and the nation as a whole.